This segment brought to you by the Art Gallery of Grande Prairie. Visit aggp.ca.
Local artist Grant Berg turned stones like these into sculptures like these.
As you travel the world, you will see a variety of stone sculpture, and actually throughout history, stone sculpture has been a dominant art form. What I'm trying to do is be myself. I'm not Inuit, so I can't do Inuit sculpture. I'm not Roman, so I don't do a Roman style. I'm not Haida. It's not something I pursue. So what I'm trying to do in my sculpture is define my own style, which again, I'm 1/4 Cree and 3/4 European ancestry. So I guess in a lot of ways it would be a uniquely Canadian style that you don't see a lot.
In his art, he likes to go after a subject usually only tackled by painters.
Trying to carve the intangibles, whether it be a storm cloud, which again you'll see hundreds of painters paint, but nobody's ever carved it, or a winter storm or cold weather. Again, you see a lot of photographs, you may see a lot of two-dimensional works portraying that and showing that, but very, very rarely do you actually see that in sculpture. So that's what I try to capture in a lot of my pieces. Again, I love carving the intangibles, and one of the things you see in a lot of paintings is where a painter will go out and they will paint a heavy rain cloud with a downpour on a summer landscape. So with this particular piece here, what I wanted to do using two different types of stone is create that thunderhead that we see out here on the prairies, and then the torrential downpour coming at an angle beneath it. And then again, just down low, the swirl of water pooling as it hits. So again, carving the intangibles, thunderhead with rain, again, is something that you see in a lot of paintings, but not necessarily in sculpture.
Another intangible he captured was time.
I absolutely love music. So a lot of the sculptures that I create are inspired by songs. I will listen to music all the time when I sculpt. Usually there's music blasting or blaring when I'm out there with the tools, or as I'm polishing. I just love music. I love bathing in it. So I got the idea, sticking with the intangibles, of carving time. And that was a challenge. How do you carve time? So I had Pink Floyd's Time in mind, but as I was working on the piece, a Johnny Reed line come into my head. Isn't it funny how life is measured in time? And that line stuck with me because that's exactly it. When we measure our life back, we don't give dates necessarily, but we just talk about memories. And that's how we measure our life, is in memories. So as I was working on this, the focus of it changed from Pink Floyd's time to Johnny Reed's time. And with it, what I wanted to do is, time is memories of what we passed. So I wanted to create sand passing through the fingers, and that's what we see as we live, is what's past. We don't see what's forward. So with it, I had carved this translucent stone. Time is very translucent, so I used Montana soapstone. And as I was working on it and polishing it, it's hard to see what the stone holds when it's very rough cut. It's not till you polish it till you see what's in it. So as I was doing it, again, there's beautiful light memories, but as every life has, there's some dark memories in there too. And for the very first time in any stone as I was going through, there was some metal in it. And the metal is like gold. Although it's not gold, it's very golden. So again, when you reflect on your life and what's past, there's some good times, some bad times, and some golden times. And so the stone gave me that. That wasn't something that I intentionally did. So again, that's some of the joys of being a stone sculptor. But again, in today's world with time and watches, right on the wrist, there's again a black spot right where we would have a watch. Now, going back to this time, again, this is, for what it's worth, my hand to the same scale. It was the only one that I had. But when we look at our life, we can see what's past, but we never know what we hold. So for time, for memories, it's always blank, always open. And again, what you do with that is entirely up to you. But Because people have asked, you know, where's the sand in it? You don't know what you hold. You can only see what's past. And so that's what this sculpture time represents.
This segment brought to you by the Art Gallery of Grande Prairie. Visit aggp.ca.